Well, hello again. Now, this particular set I'm going to bring forward today is a set that I have had my eyes on since I started collecting 25 plus years ago. This particular one is a RCA Radiola 32. It came out in July of 1927. Very few of these were made and sold, and as my reference material states, a little over 3,000 were made. This particular one came from a high-end collector in Kentucky. I drove up there a little over a week ago to pick it up, and it is by far one of the most prized pieces of my collection. Uh, let's go a little closer. Take a look. The front panel folds down, and here is your front panel of your controls. As you see, to your right is your speaker. To the middle here, this is a knob that you roll up and down to rotate your loop antenna on the rear of the set. The knob directly beneath that, this one here, is your on-off switch. We'll come over this way. Here are your two knobs for tuning the set in. This left knob is your voltage control. Right is your volume control, headphone switch, and headphone jack. I think it's a rather attractive set. It's one, like I said, I've had my eye on for a lot of years. And with that said, let's go ahead and let's turn it on. Plenty of volume, plenty of clarity.
Way up to heaven, for up to hallelujah. I see a great day dawning. You better heed my warning. Stay on the right side of the road.
And of course, here's your, as you see as I turn this, you can hear the station fade in and out, because we're actually rotating our loop antenna in the rear of the set. And we move it for the best reception, of course our volume. And our on-off switch. This particular set, those of you that are familiar with the Radiola, RCA Radiola line, this is essentially, it actually, I won't say essentially, it is a Radiola 28104 combination inside a large console. Now, to my utter amazement, those of you that are familiar with once again, with the RCA line, this particular set, all the 8 tubes are located within a what's called a catacomb. It's a metal can filled with paraffin or a rosin material. And rarely do you ever find a 6-tube cat that's good. Being that this is the 8-tube cat, I have never heard of an original one being good. This is the first one I have ever heard of being operable originally from the factory. It certainly is a one of a kind, and it was my my utter amazement when I put the power supply amplifier chassis in it that I did restore this past week, for those of you who had followed that pictures. And once I installed that, replaced a couple tubes, the set came to life. Unbelievable. A very welcome addition to my collection. I do enjoy the Radiola line. As you can see, there's my Radiola 8. And of course, poised next to it is this 32, a very proud and welcome addition. Well, once again, as always, I want to thank you for watching, and until next time.